What makes a desert beautiful, the little prince said, is that it hides a well somewhere. Antoine de Saint-Exupéry.
Good morning, Israel. Good evening, America. I'm Inessa Goldbreich on my YouTube channel, America Reach Out. Today we celebrate the first night of Hanukkah, and today all of us need Nes Gadol, big miracle. We have a very special guest today. His name is Dr. Eli Yahalom. He's been working for 30 years in different scientific research fields. Example, one of them, preventing Earth from overheating, which is amazing. Another one is about breathing techniques, which help your heart teach your brain. Dr. Yahalom, one of the founders of an amazing Rehab center in Israel, where they treat trauma and PTSD. They don't call it clinic or center, they call it open and safe house. Dr. Eli, welcome.
Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for finding time to talk to our audience. I would like to ask you today, the first night of Hanukkah, as a scientist, do you believe in miracles?
Yes, for sure. We meet miracle actually every day. You can call it miracle. You can call it our thoughts, because in our head, in our brain, we can run any movie that we decide. We can decide to be sad, and we can decide to be happy. It's up to us to handle our life. People not recognize it, but most of the people decide to be sad. I don't know why, but they can decide to be happy, like me. Most of the time,
most of the time you are happy. And when you talk about miracles, what is miracle for you or for people of Israel?
When something happened unexpectedly, we call it miracle. But in Chanukah is a big story about the oil that can light the candle, okay, for 8 days. But in Israel, actually, all this country, Israel, it is miracle, because my father came from Russia, left Russia with his youth group when he was 18 years old. They walk out from Russia by foot.
By foot?
By foot, yeah, by foot. And they came to Israel. Israel was like a desert at that time, full with Arabs. Only 600,000 Jews here at 1930. And he was pioneer. He was guarding the field of his kibbutz on the horse, riding a horse. Later on, he joined the British troops here, and actually smuggle guns from the British to the Jewish troops, Hashomer, what we call, and he was badly injured, very badly injured at that time. That's why I born in the house in the kibbutz that my father was hardly walking. But he was the manager of finance of all the kibbutz in Israel at that time.
You were born in a kibbutz, yes?
Kibbutz, yes, in wild nature, actually. Beautiful childhood.
So you think that everything that happened to him was like a miracle?
Yeah, that he survives, yes. I think that miracle is what's happened in Israel. Israel is a country that born in the middle of Arab nations. 2 milliards Arabs around us. And we survive because we are, I don't say it's a miracle, Jewish survival persons. And we use our mind and smart to develop a miracle country with great agriculture, the best agriculture in the world.
What you dreaming about?
I'm dreaming about better planet, actually, that people on our Earth, our planet, recognize the damage that we done and we do every day to our planet, and actually stop doing it and start to recover our planet.
Einot Bar is located in a desert. Why in a desert? Can you tell us a little bit more about the location?
Einot Bar located in the middle of North Negev. Actually, Einot Bar is staying next to a Bedouin city called Rehab, with a very good neighborhood, very good relations between the two places. And people that come to be pioneer, to settle in the Negev, are very unique people with open mind, and each person want to live in the nature, actually, not in the city. So the people have the opportunity to build new things. That's why Einat Sarfati, the founder of Einot Bar, just built a villa and house. And beside the house, she built a professional pool, warm pool for treating people. This has become a wonderful place for treating mental health, treating children, treated wounded people, and not only in the water and outside the water, with many kinds of treatments.
So as I mentioned before, I come from a very different world, like the tech world, and I come here to volunteer about twice a week just to help with all the organization, food, and taking care of like dozens of soldiers and civilians that come here every day. And I think that right now, everyone are very aware of the importance of mental health and how much people need it right now and not in a few months or a few years. So I'm coming here to help with lots of other amazing volunteers to make this place more homey and cozy and to take care of everyone that's come here.
So in Israel, all the time, the south area was with a problem for the kids, for the people. It's not like the central of Israel, like Tel Aviv and Jerusalem. Okay, it's all the time like the peripheria. How do you say that?
Peripheria.
Like
yes.
the peripheria. And I live in Tel Aviv, and I saw the thought of Israel, and I feel the passion to bring the health from the water for me and for a lot of people in Israel. This is the most powerful healing, the water area, because we came from the water. And when we going to the water, everything came like מאוזן יותר, like in the balance. The babies come to the water, the children come to the water with her parents, without the phone, without the Instagram, just for couple moments together. And we work in the water with all the community here in the South. And the South very suffering from the war, like 20 years. It's not just from the 7th of October, okay?
This place, Einot Bar, this open and safe house, you treat people from post-traumatic syndrome and people who are going through the stressful situations.
Okay. So you know that in Israel right now we have a situation of a war actually that starts on the October 7th with jihad invention to the kibbutz on the border of Israel, as well as the road and the people. And the people actually been attacked in their own beds and their own houses, surprisingly. So their traumatization, trauma. The people that survive run away. So what we have in Einot Bar, people coming in our, we call it safe house and comfort house.
Hi, Ina. Here in Einot Bar, this beautiful lady prepared the flowers for families from Kibbutz Be'eri that are coming now in a few minutes to be our guest in Einot Bar, and to bring back the balance, the inside balance, to their family and body and soul. So this is a present for today from Einot Bar. See you.
People that know how to deal with a trauma. We treat people in warm water, where we float them. We give them floater, and they are floating on the water, and the ears inside the water with a special music and sound, and the therapist guides them. They are floating, and they give them comfort. They feel like back in their mother birth, inside the mother.
So you want to say that the temperature of the water and the condition is similar to what a baby feels inside the mother's womb. Wow.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So what happened during the hours inside the water with the therapist is give the person peaceful and give to his mind peaceful. So he relaxed. The first time after 2 months, he relaxed. And this brings his mind back to normal, back to balance. And later on, I teach them tactic breathing. It means to breathe even 5 seconds out and 5 seconds in breathing, and teach them how to lead themselves back on the board self. Be the manager of your life, not be terrorized by somebody else, like the jihad or somebody else in life at all. Teach them how to handle their life in a peaceful and in happiness, actually, to guide their life in the way they want. Each person in my way of living should decide for himself. He has a brain in his heart, okay? This brain of 40,000 cells, like our upper brain, they communicate through the pineal gland.
Did you know that your heart has an incredible, unique intelligence unto itself? Or that it has a significant influence on our perceptions, emotional experiences, and higher mental processes? And did you know that the heart can actually sense your emotional response to an event before the event has occurred? You may have instinctively felt that the heart was so much more than a blood pump, but science has actually confirmed it. Researchers discovered that the heart has its own intrinsic nervous system that sends a lot of information to the brain, affecting the way we feel, think, and perceive. In fact, the heart actually sends more signals to the brain than the brain sends to the heart. Scientists refer to this as the little brain in the heart.
And if you are set and the introduction between the two brains correctly, you will be happy person. You will live much better life. Your heart will be in coherent, actually. You will be in the position of better resilience, and all your surrounded, your wife, your children, audience, everybody will feel immediately the coherence of your heart. And then when people say, I'm thinking from my heart, they are really thinking from their heart. And all the emotion and creation is mostly coming from the brain of the heart.
So we have two brains. That's what you want to say. We have two brains, in your heart and in your head. And who is the boss?
The boss is on our head.
Mm-hmm.
It's a manager who managing everything in our life. And he have to manage between the soul and the brain. The manager have to connect the soul and the brain.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes is a conflict. Is a conflict, is a terror. And my old brain, want to run away or want to freeze when is a terror thing, when is attacked. And the upper brain, if we know how to handle it right, if we practice tactic breathing, immediately we breathe love, we breathe love outside to the attacked and dissolve it. And we are not terrorized anymore. We're not afraid, and we control on our life because we know how to handle the trauma.
Is it the same breathing as yoga breathing?
Yoga breathing usually is different. You want to calm down. To calm down, you breathe 8 seconds outside and 4 seconds inside. Okay, you breathe 1, 2, 3, 4 in and out.
Yes.
8. So it's calm down. You breathe and everything. When you want to face trauma, you want to be on the saddle, to sit on the horse, to stand on the board, the surfing board. You want to fight the problem. You want to have a clear mind. That's why I say tactic breathing is 5 seconds out, 5 seconds inside, is called in English even breathing.
Even.
Then make you very sharp. We teach this kind of breathing soldiers before they're going to fight. And the soldier, the American soldier that comes from Vietnam, been trained by HeartMath Institute in California, how to breathe even. To, every day, 5 minutes or 2 times a day, 5 minutes practice, it connects you automatically. And when you face a problem during the night of a trauma, you immediately start to breathe even. This tactic breathing, and the problem dissolves, the trauma dissolves. And when I practice this tactic breathing, I put my grandchild picture in front of me and imagine that I breathe from my heart love to her and get love back from her. It's helped me to practice. And when I practice it, she feel it. Even she is in Sweden, she feel it immediately because this vibration of terahertz between my heart to her heart can cross the world. This you ask about magic. This is a magic of science, when how thought and how vibration from the heart go to other side of the world in a quarter of a second, immediately. When you think, and we run a lot of experience since 1992, we run a lot of experience about it, about thinking from the heart. For example, we put a petri dish with bacteria, and we thought we sent love to the bacteria. They proliferate, and then we thought bad thing about bacteria. We sent them wrong thing, bad thing. They died. They died on the petri dish. When I come close to you, you will feel comfortable with my heart. You will feel comfortable with my vibration around me, because the waves are coming together, yours and mine. If we are person that fight each other, we feel not good when we are coming close to each other. We want to run away. This is the intuition. This is the intuition of the heart brain that come from thousands of years of development of nature. And that's why people, I don't know how you met your husband, but I remember when I met my wife, she just come and sit beside me in the lab and ask me a question, and it took me 2 seconds to understand that I'm going to marry her, to live with her on all my life, and it took me 1 second.
It clicked.
I don't have to think.
And this breathing technique, it creates chemistry between heart and brain. Is it correct?
Is connect between the heart and the brain, the two brains. Actually, people say that the third brain is in our stomach with a 2 kilogram of bacteria that are coming together. They are think like a brain and influence our body and our heart brain and my upper brain as well. So actually, we have 3 brains.
3 brains. So,
Yeah.
3 brains. What if these brains fight with each other, all 3 of them? What life can be expected from this miscommunication?
Right. Most of the time, we are sick for a while.
Mm-hmm. And the other treatment, the water treatment, which is provided by water therapists, the person in this warm water, how warm? What is the temperature?
The temperature of the water is 35.5 Celsius. It's warm. And you have music, special music inside the water. So when you put your ears inside the water, you are relaxed with music, special music, and the comfort and warmth of your mother birth, situation. So you
find yourself in a perfect world, yes? Like in your mother's womb, yeah.
That's why you're back in balance. Everything is quiet inside. And then when you come out of a pool, your skin is shining. You see people coming out, they're shining. It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. And the feeling are fantastic for this person. Soldiers that come back from Gaza after a month and a half that they fighting or they did survive of wounded people or killed people and very bad situation, traumatic situation on their soul. They coming to us, and after 5 hours in a Einot Bar place, they're going home like shining person. And they say that they should bring their wife with them back to Einot Bar to absorb what they got, the experience they got. They want to share it at home, to bring it to home.
And and they spent half a day in this place on your villa in Einot Bar.
Yeah.
Eli, before October 7,
who
were your patients there?
The patient, the place, it's economically very succeed before the war, because we treat, not myself, I've been there as a visitor before, as a friend, very good friend of Einat, the owner. I've been for years, just as a friend. From October 7th, I become half a day there to help her to manage the place, actually. for every day to collect money to make it survive, because we opened the place for soldier free. Okay, so we not make money on the last 2 months at all. Just donors for good people around Israel and abroad. Before we treat 3-month-old babies, the pregnant woman come inside. They say that it's wonderful. If they get treated before birth, the birth come easy. We treat PTSD. You can get PTSD from a lot of situations if you not treat them immediately. If you treat the situation as a lesson, if you treat it and breathing from the heart to the situation, you never get PTSD, post-trauma.
How did you come to this state of mind? Tell us a little bit more about yourself.
You bring me back 50 years, in Israel, before the 7th of October, well, now, was a Yom Kippur war, 1973. It was terrible. Again, on the first, at that time, the Egyptian was on the other side of a canal, Suez Canal, and our force was on our side, playing chess, playing things, sit in the sun and say, this is a practice. They practice, they're not going to attack us. And then in the middle of Yom Kippur, they just attacked us and killed so many of my friends. And I get trauma. I ran away from Israel. When I finished the army, I ran away from Israel.
Where?
I don't want to see anybody. I ran first. I work in Iran, Paras, Iran, when the Shah was there. I worked by myself for Ralph and Parsons company, American company, on the pipeline, the gas and oil pipelines, refineries for 1 year, and then Khomeini came to Iran. And when they forced the Shah to give some democracy there, and then Khomeini came from Paris to Iran, to Tehran. And what happened there, I saw it immediately in the streets when they march, the fanatic march in the streets with hit themselves with iron tools. And then I know what's going to happen. I ran away from Iran, stop immediately, and left my work there and go to the Far East. And I make my long story short, I was so welcome in the Far East, like a king there, every place. And I was 22 years old, suffering with something that I don't know for what, and hate myself on that I let my friends been killed in the Yom Kippur war. I can't help it. I punish myself.
It's like a syndrome of a survivor. You survived, your friends, the soldiers, got killed, and you blame yourself for that. Was it
Yes.
this thing?
I blame myself that I can't help them. And then on the last minutes of my journey in the East, beautiful girl, Canadian woman, when I land down in Pune, get out from the train after 48 hours inside the train, inside She took me and she just come to me like with a magic. You ask for magic? Magic. She come to me, and I remember it, with a red sarong, and say, come to me like this, like I'm the founder's king for them. She took me by hands to Osho Ashram in the morning. Asked me to sit down. I never heard about Osho, Bhagwan Osho, never heard about it. She took me inside a big tent with 400 people around. She just took me in front of a flat where Osho, the guru, sit. He came inside, sit on big chair with his white dressing, big beard, and I was with big beard as well. And he looked at me like a rentgen, raised like this. And he avoid everybody around. And, I say, what is your name? And, do you know why are you here? No. You see this person there, this person, this, 10 people, they have the same thing like you. They are all suffered from Yom Kippur war in Israel. They will never come back to Israel. They have PTSD stage 4 and more. I can help you. You are in stage 3. I ask him, what is a PTSD? First time he say post-trauma. This, okay. He say, you not understand. You suffered that you not accept yourself. You not understand that you can't help your friends. Please don't die yourself too. You can come back and guide your life. And for your friends that they are still in the sky and look at you, what you are doing with your life, please do something good with your life and love yourself. I will put you in few seminars and courses here for the 2 months, and you will become back to normal. That's what's happened. I was there 2 months, and I became his helper, personal helper. And after 2 months, I asked him to give me a blessing to go back to Israel. People that help somebody else, if they love him, not expect something in return. This is truly love for myself. And that I try to do all my life. And when I catch myself waiting for something in return, I make this, hey, be back yourself. Don't even think about something in return. Then you will be rich and happy.
What do you need, first of all, and why?
Okay. We need now contribution as much as each person can contribute to donate money, because we run the place now voluntarily and not get money, not from the army and not from the government at the moment. We think that we should get money now from outside donors for the coming 4 months. And each month, the expenses of a place is around $60,000 per month. That money we need immediately as a first aid. Later on, I hope we come to back in civilization and have the place running economically. I'm sure that each person that contribute to Einot Bar will feel much better inside himself that he do the right things for the moment to help Israeli that suffer from the Hamas attack and the soldier in service that come for a restart in Einot Bar. Thank
Got
you
it.
very much.
Thank you. And another question is that there is an option for those who can't donate that much, but still the clinic suggests an option like adopt a soldier, when we can pay for the treatment of one soldier and it costs, can you say the price?
This is only illustration for people that if they donate $100, for example, it will cover treatment of a half day of one soldier. That's the meaning.
Mhm.
On each $100, they cover treatment of half day of a soldier in Einot Bar.
So thank you so much to the donors who allowed for our team to experience an incredible evening at Einot Bar. I think we all went on a really important, relaxation journey this evening, especially after the hard weeks that we've had. So we really appreciate the opportunity for us to have this experience. Thank you.
Dear audience, if you would like to help Einot Bar, this wonderful, amazing place dealing with trauma, please donate to Einot Bar and see the payment details in our description to this interview. And also to what you said before, that you do good things and you do it for free and you forget about what you did and you don't expect anything in return. Jewish wise men, they said, if you do something good to another person and forget about it, God remembers. But if you do something good and remember about it, God forgets about it. This is how you live?
Yes.